Nice. Looking good, Davis Mills. Looking good. All right, everybody. Let's do the little intro and get going.
A radio show host in Seattle called Paul Gallant.
Paul Gallant's wondering the same things a lot of people are.
You are definitely living in the hindsight world today, Paul.
Do you feel there's been a consistent theme with the interceptions?
I think every interception really has a different story.
I was just kind of curious what Paul gets to say.
Grow up, mother. Are you kidding me?
Paul Gallant, what the hell is wrong with you?
All right. Texans marching. They are in Titans territory. They are currently at Tennessee's 22. It's second down and 11. Nice start to the game for Davis Mills. He's had two nice throws to the sideline on third down. The first to Dalton Schultz, the second to Nico Collins. And they've got a new offensive line in there right now. 3rd and 11 coming up after that. But the new offensive line arrangement, Ariante Ursary at left tackle, Jarrett Patterson at left guard, Jake Andrews at center, Titus Howard, not right tackle, right guard, and Trent Brown at right tackle. No way. Chosen 1494 says UCF Jaguar called you a lowlife for that video you made of him. Really? You got to link me to that. That's hilarious. I didn't see that. Please send me the link to that. Yeah, no City Sound today. 4th and 2. I missed that third down entirely. Matthew Wright, and he missed it. Jesus. All right. Did they screw up? Ooh, I think the Texans might get a first down out of this. Titans are so bad. Javi Good Times says, Paul, I'm impressed you're doing this now. Yeah, I am too. I'm a little hungover. I was at the Renaissance Festival yesterday. Not my best day. Just leave it at that. Chosen, you got to show me the Central Jaguar person calling me a lowlife. There we go. Holding. Titus Howard holding. Izzy Moz says, I guess we're going for it on 4th down the rest of the game. It does look that way. This kicker does not inspire a lot of confidence. Just look at him. Just look at him. Not to be mean, but he just... I'm going to have to find that UCF Jaguar video. Let's see. Let's see.
I hate.
Chosen. I need you to help me out, bro. Where did he call me a lowlife? I don't know if Christian Kirk's due R.A. Tacky. I don't know if he's going to do much for the Texans this year, if anything. Aurelio Corona asks, could Davis Mills get the Texans a first down on a quarterback sneak play? Well, remember that time he was trying to score a touchdown against the Titans last year in Nashville? He dove forward and his head just went straight down and hit the ground, and it looked pretty bad. Some young ho 13 says, for some reason Fox is a Spanish only broadcast for me. Well, that's fun. You'll learn some new words. You will learn some new words. Become a better person and more and multicultural, you know? Mr. Munoz says the game. Yeah, what do you mean? This is the game. We're watching it. Watch it on TV, bro. Greg Todd, yes, we were dealing with a very hungover me. Very hungover. I think I'm going to take a break from drinking for a little bit. One of those, you know? All right. 3rd and goal from the 7. I have no idea who was injured there. Not Stroud. Mills to Kirk, and they're at the 2. Yeah, you got to go for it. Now, IV does wonders. You're right. That El Tiempo Margarita Astros run will not be forgotten. No, I can't show it. I can't show the game. You TikTokers, just get a TV. Oh, boy. All right, well, he got sacked. He lost a lot of yards on that. Yep. I don't know if Woody Marks never saw him, but that was not a great block. Yeah. So, we'll see how the defense does today. I do feel pretty good about the defense, but the offense, they can move the football. They just can't punch it in the end zone. That's a C.J. Stroud or Davis Mills problem. Iron Man Texan says, same plan as last week? I hope not. I don't want to do this 2 weeks in a row. Not 2 weeks in a row, man. Outlaw Dave 12 says the Texans offensive line with 2 yards to go. This outcome is a shocker. Sarcasm. Asterisk, sarcasm. Some Young Ho asks, if neither quarterback can do it, can we safely assume this is a schematic issue, or do both guys just, quote, not get it, end quote, at this point in their careers? I don't know. It's a good question. I think it's more about the personnel. Scheme's definitely not great, but they did move the ball. I don't know what it is. They just cannot score when the field gets short. Marks is supposed to be good at picking up blitzes for what it's worth, but that wasn't great. Is this scheme known to be hard to pick up? Meaning the Rams. I know the Patriots scheme takes forever to learn properly. I don't know if this one is significantly more complicated than others. I will say, though, that there are some Patriot ties with Nick Haley, so there's a good chance it is as complicated as that offense. And I think a lot of people have said it's more New England than you would think. I want to say it was Titus Howard who said, yeah, it reminds a lot of New England because, of course, Titus Howard played for Bill O'Brien not that long ago. Oh, goodness. Yeah, mash that like button, y'all. Mash it. I'm slowly dying. I'm dying. You know? the fuck's this commercial for? I don't even think they told us why. Thank you, Aurelio Corona. Shout out for the super chat. Greg Todd, that is true. We are all slowly dying. That's true. Greg Todd also asks, what are the odds I fall asleep before this game is over? I don't know. Lawrence outside Stafford comments on the Gallant Says voicemail line. Just fucking awful red zone shit. The fucking worst. Yep. All right. 1 first down. And now it's 3rd and 8. It's 3rd and 8 for the Titans. See if the Titans can actually make something happen here. All right. Miles Bryant got beat there. Oh, Cougs are playing Auburn today in college basketball. That's cool. Still at that point of the year where I'm pretty much exclusively football. Did talk with Brandon on the podcast earlier this week about the Rockets, and it was a nice conversation that we had. Oof. I might put Red Zone on the other TV in a moment. This game is boring. Huh? False start. All right. That's good. That's very good. 3rd and 8, 4:57 and counting left in the first quarter. This quarter is moving slowly. Offsides. Nice. Third and a mile for the Titans. Steelers up on the Bengals, 7-6. We want the Bengals to win today. You want a long game between the Bills and the Bucks, which is the game on CBS right now. Oh boy, they actually allowed the Titans to convert that. Goodness. Thank you, Shelton. A like is appreciated. I feel like I got to do more of that call to action stuff. It's only 6? Damn. That's a bummer. We do have some people watching on Twitch and some people watching on Instagram and some people watching on X, but I also got this thing started probably a little bit too late. So, my own fault. Can't we just lose out properly? Asks Stephen Marcus 275. Hey! Don't root for losing. That's lame, bruh. Oh, great throw. All right. So Ward and the Titans are inside the Texans 35. Oh, Steven Marcus, come on, bro. Rooting for draft picks is lame. What are we doing? Like to want the team to lose out so they'll have an easier schedule next year and a better draft pick that they might not even hit. I hate that, man. Oh, my God. This game is just awful. Awful. They call a timeout? What do they do? Oh. NFL was wide open this year with Kansas City and Baltimore both stumbling. But, I mean, are they dominant? Oh, my God. What was this, 4 false starts? Jesus. Shelton says, this game feels trappish. It better not be close in the 4th. I'm with you there. Javi, especially with the first field goal attempt that we saw the Texans kick. Luckily, that got wiped off the scoreboard. Javi Goodtime says, they just said every team with the number 1 scoring defense has made the playoffs since the Super Bowl era. If we don't make the playoffs, ... Yeah, that would be bad. Man, they are really showing the Texas defense graphic stats a lot. They're really good. We get it. We get it. I don't think you need to keep on telling us how good the Texas defense is. They're on their heels right now. All right, 2nd and 8. Ward play action, a little screen. Oh, nice play. Great read, Sheldon Rankins. Best Texans play thus far. Look at that big man run. Stephen Marcus has got news for you. We won't win the division, and we're not looking like a hot wild card team. Yeah, but that doesn't mean don't play the rest of the year. That's lame. You want them to win. I want them to win every Sunday they're out there. Picked off. Ooh, almost had it. Stingley's going to be pissed about that. Stingley was talking after the game. And, he had that one-handed interception last week, but he also had a pick in the end zone, and he didn't come down with it. He's going to be mad about that. That should have been a pick. I mean, you saw it, right? And you're like, oh, that's definitely going to be an interception with the way that he was running, clearly in the right spot. Yeah, he's mad. Right down the middle. Damn. Great kick. Considering there were 2 drives in this first quarter, it really felt like a slow quarter, right? H-Town Dude says field goal game. Yeah, hopefully not, because the Texans kicker looks like a pee pants. No offense to him. No offense to all the pee pants out there. H-Town Dude's, Hands Chew says Texans won't make the playoffs. I mean, come on, bro. Let's have some positivity here. What's up, Henry P? Thank you for joining on the TikTok side of things. You can watch this on YouTube, this watch party at Paul Gallant. Like the video, subscribe if you could. Twitch at Gallant Says. Give me a follow, please. Subs are appreciated too. On Facebook at Paul Gallant Sports, X at Gallant Says Pod, and on Instagram at Sports Gallant. I'm sorry to the John Father. He looks like a pee pants. It's just his face. He can't help it. I feel bad making fun of people's appearances. Henry P asks, when are you going to be back on the radio? Great question. Hopefully we get another fill-in spot soon. I think for now it's the Friday after Thanksgiving is my next time on Sports Radio 610, but there might be another time before that too. Shelton7807 says, we can sneak in the playoffs and salvage the season. Stop with the loser talk. I'm with you, Shelton. I'm not happy, but I hate this defeatist line of thinking and, hey, let's focus on draft picks now. Come on. Stephen Marcus, I was at 610 from 2011 to 2019. I usually did nights. I got moved up to morning drive for the last year I was there with Mike and Seth, Mike Meltzer, Seth Payne. I really love those two. I thought we had a good show, but I don't think we had a lot of direction with the show from our bosses. And ultimately, I was the first one they cut ties with. So then I, after that, got a job up in Seattle. I was working for a little bit of time at Gal Media for I don't know, a month, 2 months or so. doing national radio on SB Nation radio for a little bit. Yeah, man, it's crazy that they had anyone other than Noel returning. Cisco, thank you for the follow. Where's my beer? Asks someone. Hang on, let me scroll up. Henry P. I'm probably not drinking today. I might take a little break from drinking. Sometimes I do it just for the sake of doing it. God damn, we have 142 people watching? That seems wrong on TikTok, but I'll take it. Stephen Marcus asks, does Meltzer do radio anymore? No, he's a lawyer now, Mike Meltzer. Shelton7807 says, in your defense, you get called gay constantly and take it well. Yeah, that's fair. P-Pants isn't so bad. What's up, Payne Moore, 4,800? Greg Todd asks if UT's out of the playoffs. I think they are. Did not catch that game. I saw the first bits of Texas A&M South Carolina when we were going into the Renaissance Festival. They were down big, and then I checked my phone, and it said that the Aggies were winning. So big win for the Aggies yesterday. Shout out to them. Wonder what this flag is for the Texans right now. Yeah, Alfredo, this is wild. I don't know why everyone's here. I'm appreciating it, though. See how long people stay here. I doubt it'll be that long. But it's cool. Offsetting penalties. Nope. Holding. Trent Brown. And that is the last play of the quarter. Packers got their backup quarterback in right now. All right, guys. How we feeling a quarter in? Titans up 3-0. Texans offense moved the football. They got to the 2-yard line on a drive that they got a little help from the refs on, where there was a weird play. A penalty was called on a field goal for one of the Titans players running into the long snapper. So, thankfully, the drive continued after a missed field goal on that play. But they got to the 2 and they went for it, and Davis Mills got sacked for a big loss. Meanwhile, the Titans marched down the field on a drive where they had 3 false starts, and Derek Stingley almost intercepted a pass on 3rd down, but he wasn't quite able to come down with it. And after that, the Titans kicked a 56-yard field goal. So that's where we're at. Greg Todd says everyone is mesmerized by your shirt. Yeah, this is a very comfy shirt. The girlfriend is a big thrifter, and she found this at a thrift shop. So I love it. This is probably my favorite as far as comfy shirts that I have. Because I got a lot of Hawaiian shirts, and they're a little tight. A little snug, you know. I wear a lot of medium shirts. Probably going to start wearing large from here on out. Large is just so boxy. Henry P likes the hat. Shout out to El Tiempo. It's a cool Astros hat, that's for sure. The day it came out, I got it at 9 in the morning. Judge me all you want. You should judge me. Shelling out $60 for this hat. Not worth $60. But it looks good. Baker Mayfield just ran for a touchdown, so the Bucs are up 9-7 on the Bills, who the Texans are going to play Thursday at NRG Stadium wearing the Reds. Henry P says, I'll be here till halftime, then the party starts. The Jean Father said, I think you were doing a night show at 97.5 when A.J. Hoffman and Fred Fowler were doing the Blitz. No, I was doing nights at 610 for a while. I did nights at 610 from 2014 to 2018. And then I did mornings for 1 year. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. TB says take Kirk out. Christian Kirk. All right. 3rd and long. That didn't get much. Henry P says I should go to a pub one day and go live with the fans. Someday I will. But I do need them to pay me. We got to figure out a bar that would want to do something like that. I think I need more. I also have to upgrade the tech I currently have to make that happen. Screen to null, but I mean, so long. Oh, nice play, though. Malik Willis just threw a touchdown pass for the Green Bay Packers. Seems that Jordan Love is concussed. All right, Texans about to punt. And Titans fair catch it. They get the ball at the 14-yard line. All right, guys, I'm going to get some water and an iced coffee. Maybe some liquid IV. Because I'm dying. Hi, Bubba. Right. Red zone update for the other games that matter to us. Yeah, let's take a look. It's a good call, guys. This game has been rather slow. So, if you listen to my show on Friday, what you want to happen today is the following. God, Texas got spanked last night. What you want to happen today, it would be very nice if the Chargers beat the Jaguars. I don't know why the scores aren't showing when I go to this link. Here we go. Chargers are trailing the Jaguars 7-3 in the second quarter. You want the Bengals to beat the Steelers, make a big log jam in the AFC North. The Steelers lead 7-6, 10:49 to play in the second quarter. And I just want a long game between the Bucs and the Bills. The Bucs lead the Bills 10-7 right now, early second quarter. Other games of note today, you want the Browns to beat the Ravens. Even if you got that tiebreaker over the Ravens, you don't want Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. And you got the Broncos playing the Chiefs in the late afternoon window. You also just want the Chiefs out. No one wants the Chiefs to make the playoffs. Titans just converted on a 2nd and 8. Lawrence outside Stafford taking shots at Raheel. Why? Why? He comments that, hey, at least you're not wearing schmedium shirts from Forever 21 or Lululemon. I wear schmediums often. Don't hate. Nothing wrong with schmediums. Raheel and I are jacked. What do you want? Or at least cut? I don't know. Goodness gracious. Another penalty on the Titans. Oh, his name is DK, not Dyke. Interesting. Very interesting. I saw the spelling of his last name, D-I-K-E, and thought to myself, I forget what I thought to myself. Paul, you're a mess this morning. Yes. Yes. Afternoon, in fact. Post-Renaissance Festival hangover. Third and 6 with about 10:45 to go in the second quarter. You got Cam Ward in the shotgun with 5 wide receivers, a running back close to the line of scrimmage, seemingly in front of him. Weird stance, false start again by the Titans. Goodness gracious. The John Father says, yeah, that's what he wants people to think how his name is pronounced. DK, not Dyke. Hobby Goodtime says, bro, it extended beyond the Renfest. Yeah, I went to T-Bones afterwards, too. I forgot about that. I went to T-Bones. Sang a little Creed. Great time. Ward chucks it deep. He had him. Overthrew him. Woof. God, so many flags. God damn. How many penalties are we at right now? 9 penalties. Santos, hey, I ain't heard you on 610 in forever. Yeah, I was on this past Monday with Ron Hughley from 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time. And I also was on with Reggie Adatula a couple of weeks before that, too. I actually forget the specific day. I forget when. But it was fun. So I'm occasionally back on 610. But it's basically like a substitute teacher kind of role. For now. Is this unofficially a Houston TikTok channel? This is basically a Houston TikTok channel, yes. Generally. Would I call myself a Texans fan? I want the Texans to do well, but I did grow up in Massachusetts, for what it's worth. DB_Ken says, the game? Yeah, there's a game on. This is a watch party. I'm not going to provide you with a broadcast of the game. That is illegal. Illegal. Yes, Aurelio Corona. This is a home game for the Titans, and I think they're at least 5 false starts. Let's look it up. 1, 2, 3. They had 3 on that one drive. 4 false starts for the Titans thus far. Oh, man. This is a rough game. I'm going to put the red zone back on. Looks like Trevor Lawrence just threw... Did he throw an interception? Because he's looking frustrated. Oh, Dolphins won again. They're red hot. Yeah, it's 3 in a row for them. Look at that, a first down. Texans swarm. Oh, wow. Josh Allen just threw an awesome touchdown pass. Greg Todd, listen, I'm a baseball slut. It's fine. Okay. Nice catch. Your show is much better to listen to. Texans swarm. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know this doesn't sound great. I'm not as energetic as I normally am. Yeah, it was nice. So Texans are at the Titans, their own 45. And Woody Marks, let's go. Okay. That's about 10. Santos asks, what's Rich Lord up to these days? Quick question. Rich sent me a text when I got let go at 97.5, which was very nice of him. Rich was always very good to me. I know he doesn't. I think there's a lot of sports media people that don't seem to be fans of him, but I always liked them. I don't know what he's up to, but seems to be doing well. I see him posting pictures on Facebook every now and then. I should reach out, send him a text at some point. When he was doing the afternoon show with Josh Ennis, that was, in my opinion, the best sports radio in the city ever. I know a lot of people love the Blitz, and no disrespect to them. I always was a big JNR fan, though. Bucks just scored a touchdown. Sean Tucker, the Syracuse guy. Big run for 6. So the Bucks took the lead. Looks like that Bucks-Bills game is going to be fun. Justin Baker, why'd you get fired? Budgets. It was layoff, I guess, is the technical term for it. But, yeah, they don't even have a show on in that time slot at the place I used to work at now. Like noon to 3, it's just national radio with Rich Eisen. Only window in the city without local programming on a station in the, primetime hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. TB says 97.5 fell off after the Blitz ended. Certainly changed, but I wouldn't, I don't know if I would have had an opportunity there if it hadn't ended for the last couple of years. I probably wouldn't be back in Houston. I'd probably be somewhere else. Justin Baker, why did Salisbury get fired? I think it was the same thing, budget. The radio is just hemorrhaging money, It's frustrating because, there are some really good stations, but the ways of making money off of radio have long been antiquated. People don't like commercials anymore, and radio hasn't done a good job of radio has done a poor job of changing things up so that people will stick around, as the Texans got a first down. I do not know the reason the Blitz ended. You'd have to ask AJ about that, the John father. I did see Chris Boyd got shot, and he's in critical condition. Awful. I hope he's doing okay. Yeah, he played for the Texans not too long ago. He's a pretty solid player. Obviously, much more important that he makes it through. Shot in Manhattan, of all places, I think. Payne Moore says 6'10", 790 or better. Definitely say 6'10's better now, but that's because I'm part of it. Shout out to Texas Tags. Does every interception really have its own story? Kind of. He's actually right. The quote he said is right. It's just, for fuck's sake. God damn it. They're out of field goal range, too. They're going to have to punt. Oof. Ursary just got pancaked. Texas Tag asks, if there was one team you could cover as part of the team, which would it be? Definitely the Patriots. Definitely the Patriots. Justin Baker says you and Sean should pair up and take over 6'10", 10-2 spot. No, I think Reggie and John are doing a great job in the loop. And obviously that show has had some changes where Landry was doing it with John for a while. No. I don't want to take anyone's jobs. There's enough people losing jobs in this game. It's depressing the shit out of me, you know? Is that an offsides? Are the Texans going to have a slightly more makeable field goal? I don't think they're going to kick it with that field goal kicker they got. But I see Sean's like doing Rumble. I got to bring Sean on because Sean and I think, are... Oh, boy. This game is brutal, bro. 3:04 to play in the second quarter. Manny, the game is on Fox. This is rough. Everyone all week acting like we were going to steamroll this Titans team. You're shaking my head. Yeah, we did that. Javi Good Time says this game is giving the Packers-Eagles game a run for its money. Yeah, not great. Shelton7807 asks, how do you get fired on your day off? It happens, man. But I did come into work. What annoyed me was I did the show, and then I found out after the show was done that was it. That was a long day, too. I'd done the live stream in the morning, and I did TV that morning, too. Yeah, Texans are back to suck. It does feel that way. This is just a rough watch. And if you lose this game, yikes. If you lose this, you might be out. Watching the Texans makes me sad, says Mr. Antonio Forever. Watching the Texans lose to the Titans makes me mad. Sad and mad. Jay Pedraza says the Texans are setting up another comeback on purpose. Maybe. It would be nice if that was the plan. It'd be nice if the Texans defense scored here. Nice. Oh, God, that looked painful. Woof. Aurelio Corona says, lose this game, run it back next season with a brand new offensive line. I don't think it's the offensive line right now, but this configuration is at least working for them on the ground. Texas Tag says, doesn't matter. CJ's a beta. We won't be any better with him coming back. Hey. Well, who knows if he'll be back, by the way. We don't know he'll necessarily be back on Thursday. Oof. No, Joey, I'm not showing the game. I'm amazed by the amount of people who are asking me to broadcast the game. It's illegal, guys. You can't do that. Tony Medina, 922. If you get a job in another state, would you still follow Houston teams? Well, I have a big audience with you guys, so yeah, I'd probably still talk about it from time to time. Maybe not as much as I do now, but I don't know that I'm going to get a gig in another city. If anything happens, I'm going to try to make it happen here. Jay Pedraza says, my biggest fear is that we don't figure it out on offense and this era of defense goes to waste. Yes, you are not alone on that front. It is criminal what this offense is doing to the defense. Anyone see that Texas A&M cop who bumped into the South Carolina player? What an asshole. Henry P., that was crazy. You're right, bro. Payne Moore, 4,800 says, it's happening before our eyes. Brandon Halam says, Nick Caley's doing predictable things that lead to more predictable things. It's true. Very true. Just imagine if he would have tried to arrest him. That would have been hilarious. Yeah. Honestly, that might have been forgotten if the Aggies had lost. But since they won now, that's all anyone's talking about. Good coverage. Nice coverage. Can Jalen Knoll get a touchdown on this punt return? Because that would help. Texas Tag says, you should have a segment where people can call in and talk sports. Well, we have a voicemail. And Lawrence outside Stafford is really the main texter, and Rick, oh boy, trying to do too much. He even knew it. Matt, it does seem like the Texans are cooked right now. Definitely with Davis Mills under center going up against any good team. But it's 3-0. So we might restructure the show a little bit and get to comments at the very back of it instead of doing it right away. Tony Medina says, you and Cody should team up and start your own AM radio station. I can donate a few bucks. I think Cody's doing great with Houston football. So is Landry. I tried to have Landry on the show, but I think Landry just doesn't do guest spots. He's focusing on his stuff, which I totally get it. Like, he's doing way better than me on YouTube. He's basically doing me a favor by even coming on if he were to. But I'm probably going to try to get Cody on at some point in the near future. And I'll probably get Mike Meltzer on in the near future, too. Jay Pedraza says, at least the Rockets are looking good and will be a contender this season. You're right. The Rockets are looking really good. They are smoking the bad teams. We've also got the Cougs. Cougs basketball's just getting started. So that's exciting as well. $140 to $116 they won on Friday, and they're playing the Magic tonight. So see how that one goes. By the way, Patrick Beverley, I guess, got arrested today. What's this? He was arrested early Friday in Rocheron. Rocheron? Is that how you say it, guys? I've never been out to Fort Bend. Patrick Beverley, via social media, Beverley asks that people don't believe everything you see on the internet. Patrick Beverley posted, Patrick Beverley has no criminal record. He cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. Given that, when he unexpectedly found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, he was understandably concerned, as any brother would be, about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described. And we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court. Interesting. Oh my. Rockets play tonight at 6, Payne. If Reed can learn how to be a point guard, this team could be deadly. The John Fonte says, LOL. Nah, he whipped that dude's ass. I haven't seen any pictures from it yet. Who do you think the Astros are going to sign, asks Henry P. 7713. I think they're going to sign Verlander. I think they're going to bring him back. They need starting pitching depth. Oh, Jesus. This game is rough, guys. 3rd and 13 coming up. Rocheron. That's it. Okay. I don't know. Josh texted me last night. Tony. I've tried to get him on the show a couple of times too. Did he get it? Ah, just short. He's good at that dive for a specific, like, corner. Aurelio Corona says the Raptors jerseys, their city jersey looks sick. Let's see. Raptors. Their purple jerseys are the coolest. I don't know. They're not bad, but I don't know. There's too many fucking jerseys these days. The Texans are wearing... Oh! Did they get it? God, I think they missed it. That fucking neck almost had the first down. Davis Mills' neck. Damn, this guy got rocked. Someone laid the fucking wood on this dude. Is that British Brooks? Ooh! God damn, British Brooks. Tristan Davis says, I'm a Texans fan. I can't stand when Houston teams want to play the sportsmanship game. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Tristan Davis? I'm a little confused by that. Yeah, that was British Brooks. Not Henry To'o. Oh, boy. This game is so bad. I'm so bored. This is brutal, guys. Out of bounds. Nice. Tristan Davis says there's no way the Titans should be within reach of a win against us. Yeah, you're right. Oh, let's go, Jalen Knoll. Let's make something happen here. Oh, damn. Titans have played well on special teams today. Outside of the penalty that they got called for where they roughed up the long snapper. George Kittle looked like he was fucking the deer for a split second in this commercial. Texas tags, I do not think D'Amico Ryans is on the hot seat. I do not. Payne Moore says college football has been a lot better. I did not watch any college football yesterday. Ah! God damn, guys. Oh, that's what I meant by good sportsmanship. They're keeping them with hope. Guys, this is tough. Tress Win says, tighten up. They are winning. Oh, Tress, you're one of those dudes who's stuck with that. I feel for you. For those who don't know, the state of Tennessee, the entirety of it, they're not showing the game. You can see it in Nashville, but if you're in Memphis or if you're in East Tennessee, you actually can't watch the game. It's wild. JJ Blackshear says 0 points at halftime is crazy against the Titans. D Real says Money Mills needs to get it going. Yeah, old D Mills. Frontrunner 2104 says season's over, people. I don't know if it's quite over. Tristan Davis says it's like they're playing with our emotions. Listen, they got a backup quarterback in there. Trey Wynn says he's in Chattanooga. Chattanooga, home of Terrell Owens. The Chattanooga Mocs. Fantastic team name. I don't even know what that means. What the fuck is a mock? Chattanooga mock. Never been to Tennessee. The moccasins. Gotcha. So is it like the snakes? Oh. It refers to their mockingbird. The northern mockingbird? Interesting. Chattanooga Mocs. D Real says we're on the outside looking into the playoffs. Yes, you are right. Gaming with M&D and L&D 4952 says Davis Mills. If we keep it a buck right now, we as. Yeah, quoting Cam Ward saying that earlier this year. H-Town Dude says at least Buffalo's not looking like a juggernaut. Yeah, they're in a tight game right now. I got red zone on. Oh God, Aaron Rodgers got destroyed on a play. And I guess there was a penalty that kept the drive going for Pittsburgh there. Graham Mertz time. Let's go, Jay Herrera. Backup quarterback controversy? Let's go. Tristan Davis asks, how many yards of offense? 92 yards? I think it's more than that. Let's see. The Texans have 140 net yards. Come on, give him some credit. Yeah. Jason says this game looks like an AFC South game. How many times have we said that to ourselves? If you're a Texans or a Titans fan, this looks like an AFC South game. Yep. Not fun. Texas Tag says this offense is just so bad. I don't get it. I mean, I get it. I got the backup quarterback in, you know? There's excuses today. There's not excuses when CJ Stroud's out there. I cannot show the game. Sorry, TikTokers. You got to get, if you got a paper clip, you can put it in the cable spot for your TV, and it will probably show it. Texas Tags asks, did you see Leon Edwards get rocked so hard he came off his feet? I did not see that. I did not. Tristan Davis 855 says, hopefully Mills wakes up for the second half. Yeah. Oh. Goodness gracious. I'm going to get some more iced coffee, guys. Be right back. Ugh. No, Fairbairn isn't playing, Mahali. He ain't playing. No Kaimi Fairbairn today. D'Amico is trending. What else is trending with D'Amico? Let's just take a look. D'Amico's 2 for 7 on challenges in his coaching career. I don't even remember them challenging. But apparently there was a challenge at some point. Yeah, when the hell was that challenge? Micah Stuff. That's right. When Mike and Seth fought, I was the one who said, we'll be right back. That was a fun moment. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, had to run a lot of errands this morning. Hopefully I didn't miss anything in the first half. JK, LOL. Apparently I have missed nothing. Yeah, you missed nothing, man. Texans-Titans games. There was a time where I was watching Texans-Titans at NRG Stadium. This was and I talked about this with Sean on the show a couple of weeks ago. There was a moment in a Texans-Titans game with Malik Willis under center and with Davis Mills under center, and the game was so fucking bad. And I just walked a lap underneath the stadium. Just walked a lap. Because I was so just bummed. Thank you for the follow, Micah Stuff. Bunny Loves SU says, CJ, hurry up, please. I agree. Christian Kirk drop pass in the end zone. I'm going to have to go back and watch that then. Yes, Rick Rude. I used to be on 610 back in the day, and I occasionally am on 610 from time to time. Bunny Loves You says, anybody got concussion remedies? No. No, I don't. I'm very hungover. Some young... Oh, this could be a iced coffee sponsorship. This could. Oh, Some Young Ho, you were there for the Finnegan game? That's awesome. Go back and watch that highlight. I can't play it, but hearing Dan Fouts talking about Johnson beating Finnegan's ass, and you could tell he's impressed, but then after realizing he sounds impressed, he goes out of his way to say, wait, no, I mean, this is unacceptable. But he clearly was impressed by the ass whooping he put on him. Timothy, it is 3-0. Tennessee Titans lead. This game, can we start the fucking game? Jesus. Everything's just taking forever. Tristan, listen, this game needs to fucking end. Hopefully with the Texans win. Ugh. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, I'm sure that now that I'm watching, the Texans will begin to dominate. Sure. Hey, Rubio. Hey, Rubio, I totally fucking agree with you. This game is dragging. Dragging. Do you want to play the whole Football Time in Houston song? Just to put a little pep in her step. We've done it before. Like, I think when we were watching the game. Hey, oh, there we go. Nice. Tackle for a loss. Let's put this little headphone thing back in. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ryan. We're gonna have to play this song. We're gonna have to play it. 3rd and 6 for the Titans at their own 39. Let's see if Cam Ward and company can get shit done here. Ooh, beautiful throw. Yeah, we got to play the song. We got to do it. I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody. Clay Walker's football time in Houston.
Well, it's finally here. I've been waiting all week.
Just to kick this thing off.
I've been rocking away on the edge of my seat. Now I'm ready to roll. Here they come to mix things up.
Bet your boots.
Let's get ready to root for our team. All you Texans, get up and scream.
Yeah, if this was soccer, it'd be a great game. Although we'd be probably calling for the manager's head.
And we're ready to play. We've got no time to lose now.
Ryan lost to Texas. I don't know why your wife hates this song. It's a great song. Welcome to the greatest city of all. Oh, that was a touchdown. Wide open. Totally missed him. Unfortunate for the Texans.
It can rain, it can pour, it can snow, I don't care. I'm here till the end. The spirit of victory flowing round in the air.
We're gonna win.
I'm so excited that we're all here. I love the sound of those hometown cheers. Men, women, girls, and boys, get on your feet, make some noise. It's football time in Houston.
All right, 3rd and short.
Ready to play. We've got no time to lose now.
It's red, white, and blue today.
Welcome to the greatest
City of all. This isn't a horrible song, Texas Tags.
Texas.
That's not a terrible song.
Ready for some football.
The Texans were very, very proud of this song. And a lot of people used to make fun of this song on the radio. And they didn't understand why people made fun of it.
Strength.
So they've kind of phased it out. If you listen to Texans radio, they'll play it in the background all the time. It's wild. Yeah, Clay, get it.
Welcome to the greatest city of all, Houston, Texas. Are you ready for some football?
Field goal's good. 6-0. This guy really shreds at the end. Texas Tag says, if you like this song, I guarantee you eat ketchup on your hot dogs. Yeah, you gotta do mustard. I don't want a hot dog right now. Woo! Texans #1 defense. They do have a great defense. See? They stopped them from scoring a touchdown there. Field goals only. The John Father says, watch, it'll pick up at the end, and then there will be multiple yes on both sides in the last 5 minutes. Multiple touchdowns. I do have, while we're watching, while we've got commercials going on, I suppose we could show highlights from last week. I did put this I found clips, but I was too lazy to actually make a post with this, and maybe next week I'll do it. But these are the highlights from last week's watch party, once it eventually loads. Oh, Fear Factor's back. And Johnny Knoxville's doing it, and he looks like he's blippy. Why does he look so weird? Anyway, this was the watch party last week.
Oh, boy. Well, 3 plays in, and we've got an interception by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. For fuck's sake. Anyway, we'll keep on showing clips of that during the commercial breaks. Here is a kickoff, and it's a touchback. Shout out to Texas Tags for the super chat.
They say numbers.
Wrong number. Wrong button. They say numbers lie. Shout out to you. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, if you go to Valero and put 2 hot dogs in one bun and cover that with nasty chili and cheese they have, the clerk will only charge you for 1 hot dog. God damn. All right, guys. Time for a touchdown. Please, for the love of God. Ugh. Shout out to Major Harris for the follow. God, I'm trying to think of like fun ways to talk about this thing. Tomorrow, it's going to be tough. Over the middle, let's go. Okay. Field goal range for that pee-pants looking guy. Let's go. Tony Medina says, I took off from work this Thursday and Friday to go to the game on Thursday and recover from my hangover Friday. I hope it does not look anything like this. Yeah, that's right. Davis Mills. Got him. Nice throw. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch, Jaden Higgins. Let's go. I feel very confident that they're going to win the game now. That was a beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. Higgins has been making some steps forward the last couple of weeks. Same with Jalen Noel. Would like to see a little more of those guys involved. 4 catches for 55 yards for Higgins on the game. Good for him. I would like to see a creative play call here for the Texans at the goal line. That is not it. What the fuck was that? Why are you running a draw from the shotgun? God damn it, guys. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Shelton 7807 says, "Look alive, boys. We're doing stuff." Oh, no. Who's hurt? Someone's hurt. What was it that you used to say about deep steel blue tube or something? What did I say? Deep steel blue pilled. Like a Viagra, you know? We're talking about boners, folks. Boners. Oh, yeah. Well, Travis Hunter's doing a lot of not playing now. So he can have all that Celsius. It's kind of wild how big Celsius has become. This commercial's, the aging that they do to the guy is very weird at the end. He looks... And to the lady. Like, whatever they did for the makeup, it just looks so weird in this commercial. Deep steel blue pills sound like something you'd buy at the cash register at a truck stop off of Hempstead Highway. Truck stop boner pills. You guys ever bought one of those? I bought one for a skit that I did back in the day. Oh yeah, I was gonna keep showing you some of the watch party from last week. Do you want to keep watching that, or do we want the Texans to score a touchdown here and not to have bad energy? What do you want? What do you want from me, people? McDreamy as a killer. Oh, Titus Howard. Yikes. Ooh. Yeah, that hurts. Yikes. Nice throw. Nice catch. Let's go. How about that? Some guys are talking about the pills that they buy at the gas station. West Best, it looks like Titus Howard got hurt. Texans rise up, says our Malahi. He'll rise up, he'll rise up, they'll rise up. You know, like that song. And like that commercial I used to do for the the erection tongue strips. That was a believable advertising campaign, right? Paul uses strips that you put under your tongue. I'll be good times. Let me tell you about my friends at Liquid Rhino. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, the Texans are winning, guys. They're winning. This game has not been fun, but they're winning. Yep, the Texans are very fortunate they have Nico Collins. That was a hell of a play by Mills, though. Oof. God, they've had some big hits on special teams today. Ryan Lawson, Texas asks, imagine overdosing on truck stop boner pills. What would your friends and family say? I'd imagine none of it would be great. He was a hard man. Literally. Someone commented that the boner pill talk not beating the allegations. Hey, that's not nice. This shuts down the Graham Ertz talk, I guess. You're right, Greg Todd. Tony Medina asks, how good do those pills work? Asking for a friend. Truly, I do not remember. It was during a single time in my life. So I don't think I put it to use after I took them. I'm not even sure I took it, to be honest. I might have thrown it out. I think I just took it for this skit that I did, because there was some story about how baseball players were getting popped for PEDs for taking just gas station boner pills. Ugh. Horny goatweed is probably the epitome of gas station boner pill names. It's probably right. Horny goatweed, the epitome of gas station boner pill names. Hobby Good Time says, I'm pretty sure my urine later was dark green. Jesus Christ. Gas station boner pills. I loved their first album. That would be a good band name. Greg Todd says he's going to put it on the Cougs and Auburn game. Jaguars up 21-6 on the Chargers. That's not bad, by the way, for the Texans. I was laying out the playoff possibilities. What you want is for the Chargers to win this game, because the Texans would beat a tiebreaker with the Jaguars for a playoff spot if the season were to end today. But I think you want the Chargers to come further and further back to the pack. They are currently, what's their record? 7-3. They're missing both their starting tackles. It definitely helps their playoff positioning. So Jags up 21-6. The Steelers lead the Bengals 10-9. 7:55 to go in the third quarter of that game. The Bucks and Bills. This game's great. 21-20. Second half just started. So 11-12 to go in the third quarter. And the games later this afternoon to keep an eye on: Chiefs and Broncos, Ravens and Browns. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, we used to take those yellow jacket pills to study for tests in college. I'm pretty sure that was just meth back in the day. Well, that's basically what Adderall is too, you know? All right. Up. Bills just fumbled. Bucks recovered it. Trying to return a punt there. God, the shadows. Nice. EJ Speed. The shadows in this stadium are you making it borderline unwatchable. Yeah, this is the old stadium still, and they are getting a new one. Yeah, it is fully taxpayer funded. That's hilarious that the Adams family pulled that off. Gangsters is extreme to talk about the Adams family because they're just not intimidating at all. They really aren't. And shout out to everyone watching on YouTube at Paul Gallant. Like the video and subscribe. On Twitch at Gallant Says, Facebook at Paul Gallant Sports, Instagram at Sports Gallant, and on TikTok at Gallant Says. Baker Mayfield just scrambled for a first down. Bucks are going to have first and goal on the Bills, down 21-20. Mason Rudolph's in the game for the Steelers against the Bengals. I wonder what happened to Rodgers. Yeah, I guess that's true, Javi. Good times of every ownership group in sports. There we go. Flag. Nice. Nice. Who are the gangsters? The gangsteriest gangsters. That's a good question. Ryan Lawson, Texas. Is anyone going to talk about Aaron Rodgers' wife who may or may not actually exist? Well, there's like someone, I want to say it's Dumois. It's like this gossip Instagram account. I'm pretty sure that she's small and blonde. Like that's all we know about her, though. It is wild that he's kept it so close to the vest. Chubb's in the game. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that run. U of H playing Auburn. Yeah, let's I'm going to see if I can get another TV open to watch that game.
For Boswell, and the lead is back to 4. So it's ETN show.
Sorry about that, everybody. Let's see. All right. Two Cougs and Auburn. Just tipped off. In Birmingham. Texas A&M Corpus Christi is playing against Oklahoma State right now, too, for your many thousands of Islander fans that listen to the show. I didn't even know it was the Islanders. Jesus. Well, good job by Mills getting rid of that. There you go. Starting to click. Starting to click on offense. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, nice play calling. It has not been the worst couple of weeks for Nick Haley. There was that weird draw that they had on the goal line that out of the shotgun that makes no sense. Sean Tucker having a big day for the Bucks. Rockets championship chances this season. Great question. I think that they've got a chance to beat everybody in a 7-game series that isn't the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with the way that they played opening night against the Thunder, hell, that might be a good matchup for them too. Mills is settling in there. I think at the end of the game, Mills is probably going to, at this moment in time, how many passing yards does he have? He has to have about 200 at least by now. Mills is 20 of 29 for 216 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, he's looking good out there. Tony Medina 922 says Mills really putting his neck out on the line for the team. Holly Good Times asks, who the hell is Sean Tucker? He's a fucking Syracuse legend, dude. How dare you? How dare you not know who Sean Tucker, the Buccaneers' backup running back, is? How dare you? 19 is such a weird number for a quarterback. That's what Jameis is wearing for the Giants. Those old school Giants uniforms from the 80s. The Lawrence Taylor era jerseys are great. Yep. You are right. WKDZD. Davis Mills does a very good job of feeding Nico Collins. Third and 5. Oh! That would have been a beautiful catch if he pulled that in. Yes, Hobby Good Times. I still use Fubo TV. I do not trust this kicker, guys. I just don't. It's the way it's just his face. Got it. All right. Ten to 6. Texans lead. R.A. Tacky says Davis Mills is throwing darts. Ryan lost the Texas jokes right in your face, Paul. Listen, he overcame the way his face looks for that catch, for that field goal. Shout out to everybody who's still watching along on YouTube at Paul Gallant, on Twitch at Gallant Says, on Facebook at Paul Gallant Sports, on Instagram at Sports Gallant. We appreciate everybody who has been supporting this show so much. Zachary Barra, it's good hearing you back on 610 for that day, bro. Yeah, might happen a little more. It was cool to be back on, though. That's for sure. Oh, shout out to Armalahi with the super sticker. The sticker says, Hair character with lovey-dovey eyes blowing red hearts in the air. Do you do the old school wooden TV that sits on the floor? No, I don't. I wish I had one of those. That would be awesome. All right. End of the third and 6. Zachary says, Seth drives me crazy sometimes. He just rants. I do too, though. Seth and I are very similar, other than the whole he played in the National Football League and has a job thing. We're very similar. Oh, boy, guys. This is just making my hangover worse. Looks like the Steelers just got a pick-6 touchdown, so they're up 19-9. Jaguars killing the Chargers, 34-6. Nice bounce back for them after the collapse against the Texans last week. R.A. Tacky, shout out for the sticker. Javi, I thought that... Javi, good times. You saw me at karaoke last night. Thank you. I was wondering if this was the Javi this entire time. Yeah, I did My Sacrifice by Creed. Long night. Long day. Ooh, I see Ryan Clark has thoughts on the security guard who touched the Texas A&M player. I'm really glad Ryan Clark weighed in on it. Yes, the girlfriend did fantastic with her karaoke song. T-Bone's karaoke, Saturday nights, guys. It's fucking awesome. I'm not a big Ryan Clark fan. Damn, Cam. Yeah, R.A. Tacky, karaoke and Renaissance Festival. Yeah, it was a long day. Wish we, my fault on this. Story I do not want to share with everybody. But we only got one picture together, all dressed up. I looked like the Dread Pirate Robert. Fun times. Very fun times. I might win in fantasy football today, and I have an injured player starting, and it's a 2-quarterback league, and one of my quarterbacks is not playing. Bills just got an interception, it looks like. This Bills-Bucks game is fun. This game, meanwhile, brutal. Only Fear God says, show us the game. How about fuck off? I can't. It's illegal. It's a watch party. You can watch me watching the game. Isn't that what you want to do all the time? I did not get a turkey leg or a flagon of ale. I did have a cigar. I had a few drinks there, too. Ryan Lost in Texas asks, said that he watched Princess Bride last night. Yeah, we looked like the Yeah, and I feel bad. Her outfit was awesome. I should have gotten pictures of it. She looked great. Nice. Fumble? Nice. Let's see. Yeah, Javi, good times. We went back to another house and got changed, some of us, before we went there. It took me a while to get out of my costume last night. Bills up on the Bucks, 31-26. Guess they just scored. That game's a wild one. And I hope it goes to overtime because you want the Bills to be a little gassed going into this Thursday nighter. And it doesn't really matter what happens in the game. It's more about like, hey, are they tired as shit? God, these shadows are so fucking hard. It's really tough to see. All right. Yeah, it's just short. I think you got to go for it. I don't trust this kicker from this distance. But they're going to kick it. Got to make it, though. And hey, all right. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, in your face, Paul. This kicker's he's having a good day. Good for him. Barn burner. Texans 13, Titans 6. So I think this game's basically over. Obviously, knock on wood and all that shit. But That was a big 3 points. Oh, goodness gracious. God, the J.J. McCarthy Vikings are not good, although they just scored a touchdown. Javi Goodtime says, I need some tequila. Yeah, I might get some more iced coffee right now, actually. Paul, have you ever woken up after a long night of drinking to that dry mouth, horrible taste feeling that could really only be reconciled by assuming that a cat shat in your mouth while you were asleep? That dry mouth is awful. Not good. I would say I have it this morning, probably. Since I was out and about in this field with all this dust at the Renaissance Festival, too, I woke up and, like, my nose was entirely stuffed up. That's funny. Jeffrey Simmons was just yelling at the Titans offense on the bench. Bills cannot stop the run. Javi Goodtime says he's going to Loft 18 to watch the Lions-Eagles watch party. Yeah, that would probably be a fun time. Is that the Lions bar? Aurelio Corona, shout out to you, brother. He says, let's go Rockets. I agree. Let's go Rockets. They play tonight at 6. The Cougs game is on. I haven't been paying much attention to it. One of my tabs, it's open. And the Cougs are up 12-10 on 22nd ranked Auburn. Number 1, our beloved Cougs. I like these uniforms they're wearing. I'm not sure Ryan Lawson, Texas, where Loft 18 is. Ooh! Another deflected pass. Nice. Janier Hunter. No, Greg Todd. Tennessee's definitely staying with Cam Ward. You have to. You know, this is rookie year. They are just a bad operation right now. directionless. They don't have a coach. Mike McCoy's the interim. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, I was thinking of that putt-putt bar place off of Washington. What the hell was 23 doing? He ran into Noel on the return. Looks like a fight almost happened in Steelers-Bengals. Steelers up 20-9. Jalen Ramsey, Jamar Chase about to fight each other. Ryan Lawson, Texas, points out this Texans defense is insane. Hate that they're wasting it with this awful offense. Well, listen, plenty of time left. Think the Texans can score another touchdown? They keep on being great in the third and fourth quarter. Nice. Overthrew him. What's going on with Woody Marks? Good question. I wonder if he's banged up. We haven't seen a lot of Woody Marks recently. I'll be honest, I'm not paying as close attention to this game as I should be. I have been kind of zoning in and out and in and out and in and out. I do, Javi, good times, think Daniil Hunter could squeeze my head with his biceps. God, they're such magnificent biceps. Never been more jealous of a man's arms than with Daniil Hunter's. Dropped. Yeah, let's see. Is Marks in? God, Woody Marks, 14 carries for 28 yards today. Woof. Yeah, this is a bad day for offense. Very bad day. Dalton Schultz has hands like feet, says Ryan Lawson, Texas. He makes some nice catches from time to time, but yeah. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. Goodness gracious. This is just rough. A rough watch. There's so much time left, too. Oh, Ryan Lawson, Texas says, I was supposed to be watching this game at Steph's house, but errands and having to open my shop this morning got the best of me. It's been a while since I've watched a game at Steph's house. I watched a preseason game there. God damn, Sean Tucker's having a great day. Bucks just scored again. That's Tucker's at least third touchdown. I think he's better than Bucky Irving. I'm biased, of course, because he went to Syracuse. Oh, great throw. Great throw by Baker Mayfield. Tight window. Let's see. I would like the Bucs to get this 2-point conversion because then it will become a 3-point game and it leaves possibilities open for this game to go to overtime because you want that game to go to overtime for sure. Shelton7807 says, prime AFC South football right here. Hell yeah. As Aurelio Corona says, time for a nap. And Bucs did not get the 2-point conversion, so it's 32-31. Goodness gracious. Another sack. Safety. Ooh, that's almost grounding. Yeah, I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Good for you, adding Sean Tucker to your fantasy team hobby. I think I had him at the beginning of the year and I dumped him. Nice play. Lassiter coming up there. AFC South football. It's a sport. Nice. Oh, all right. Third down. Let's see. Check down. Great play. Miles Bryant slipped. Still got him. I wonder if the Titans think about going for it. But you lost so many yards on that. Malahi says, a win in the NFL is not easy, huh? Hobby Good Times asks about my boy Travion Henderson getting you 32 points on Thursday. Yeah, that was awesome, dude. For those who don't know, when I saw Travion Henderson highlights in the preseason, he's got a lot of room to on this one. Let's go. Let's go. Nice return. He's a good player. Yeah, what's wrong with the Packers? And as I say that, big catch With Jordan Love back in the game, big catch downfield. Packers are in the red zone. Jose Zuniga says, show the game. No. Especially when you say it like that. No. By the way, I can't. It's a watch party. Watch along. Papa Smurf 9077 says, I've spent the last 2 hours wondering why I'm still watching this football game. I'm with you, bro. Shelton says, wasting this defense is criminal. Yeah, we've seen a lot of that thought today. I'm really trying to think of, like, what's my big takeaway from this game? Probably just going to be, hey, you took care of business. You're 5-5. Finally back to 500 after an 0-3 start. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, all of you show the game post when they could be posting. Paul, show feet, sweetie. Yeah, I've shown feet before on this live stream. My feet look like they've been, my toes specifically look like they've been beaten by hammers. They always have. God. Ugh. Bleed Blue asks, as an all-district high school safety, how difficult is tracking the ball out of the shade into the sun? Dude, it sucks. We had a play that they drew up for me in high school where I would line up under center as the quarterback. They would snap it under my legs, and then I would peel out and go deep down the field, and the running back would get the snap, roll to the right, and then throw it back to me. But every single time that we tried this play in practice, the sun got in my eyes, and I couldn't catch the ball. And I'm still mad about that. I dropped it, I think, 3 times. I know the coach was pissed because I had asked for, like, hey, can I get a play drawn for me? And that was it. And it was a cool play. So, yeah, it's tough. I mean, the sun in your eyes is tough. No excuse. You should be able to come down with the ball, but it's the worst part about playing in the day. That's great about playing at night in high school is that, yeah, you just get the lights. That's it. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, they had a play drawn up for me in high school, or I'd be on the bench and the good players would be on the field. Worked well. But weren't you good? Please says, sounds like too much glare off those snow white cheeks. Oh, fuck. This game is brutal. Can we get a safety? Oh, nice catch. Hobby good time. No, didn't hit my pecker. Didn't hit my tallywhacker. Didn't hit my dong. WKDZD says Jalen Knowles showing his worth again. Yeah, he's a good returner. Another play. Yeah, Ward's just throwing checkdowns. Okay, I show the next gen stats like win probability. In the red zone, they showed up like Bills have a 66% chance to win. Like, shut the fuck up. It's a 1-point game. Another deflected pass. A Togi eye this time. Nice. Bleed Blue is like, safety instead of that holding call would have been key. Could have gone back to online shopping. What are you shopping for? If this goes to overtime, asks Bleed Blue, is anyone else willing to not see the end? No, I mean, I got to watch it. You know, it is a watch party. Ward. Oh, bro. Bro. This has been a rough day for these two. Because Ward missed what would have been a wide open touchdown to Kinsey early on in this game, too. Rough day for the Whites. Rough moment for the Whites. Band Sports says, show the game, question mark. No. Guys. National Football League broadcasts are only allowed to be broadcast by the National Football League. I protect the shield. Watch it yourself. Penalty. Bills just went for 2 and they did not get it. Hold. Shelton 7807 asks, oh wow. Yikes. This thing might go to overtime. Do you keep the Knicks next season if they sneak their way into the playoffs and win a wild card game solely on the defense and the offense doesn't improve? I wonder if they'll keep Casario, but yeah, if they make the playoffs, I have a hard time seeing them changing things up. It does seem like Casario and D'Amico get along. But I don't know. Says you'll get more views. Dude, it's illegal. Can we please stop whining about not broadcasting the game? It's a watch party. You want to watch with me? Watch it on your own TV. I'm not broadcasting something to get my channel taken down. God, I swear to God, it's like it's the only comments I get on TikTok. Show the game. Show the game. Whether it was a bullshit call or not, I mean, Texans did allow like a 40-yard scramble. Nice, another Titans false start. These guys are just amateurs. Jaguars gonna take down the Chargers 35-6. Goodness gracious. Steelers up 20-12 on the Bengals. Falcons up 21-19 on the Panthers. Can't believe the Panthers are 5-5. Crazy Matt says show the game. Paxton Neuer says broadcast it. Guys, fuck off. This is so annoying. It's a watch party. Do it yourself. Get a job. Get a TV. Nice. Sack. Yeah, the Chargers are always frauds. Some young ho. Paper Tigers. Texans swarm.
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play.
Shelton, I should ignore them, but I can't help it. I read all the comments. I am using OBS, read from the 713. Yeah, I agree. This Texans offense is struggling. Titans got the ball. They are... This commercial break seems like it's eternal. I think it's, what is it, 3rd and 9 after that false start that they got? And it's the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 16 for the Titans on the Texans 46. This is 4-down territory for sure. Red to 713 says, invest in the Elgato Stream Deck. It's easy to use and will simplify your stream. I like this, though. I use it with Restream so I can get it on a bunch of different things. Restream and OBS combination. And, you know, the saying about old dogs and tricks. Ward on 3rd and 16 chucks it. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, my God. How did he get so open? What the fuck? Great catch. Wally got smoked. Oh, boy. David Too Tough says, bro, put it on the screen. I don't want to see your face. I want to see the game. Suck on my balls or lick my taint. Take your pick. I don't give a shit what you want at all. Thank you for the follow, Mike. Appreciate you. Who has the ball right now? It is the Titans. They are inside the Texans 10. Down 13-6. God, I think if you're the Titans, you got to go for 2 if you score a touchdown here. Are they selling this game away? Asks GX2 on X. It's the Titans, for fuck's sake. I agree. Totally agree. Oh my God, they just scored. They just scored. Jesus Christ. Oh no. You got to go for 2. Go for 2, you pussies. Go for 2. Oh, it's a tie game. 13-13, 1:35 to play. It's time for Davis Mills to hopefully do something. Oh my God. Red from the 713 says, freaking Texans. How do you explain this game if you're D'Amico? You can't beat the Titans. They got a tank. Enough with the tanking, promoting. You guys know me. I'm not going to do that. Javi Good Times asks, are we going to lose? Shelton 7807 says, Texans going to Texan. Yeah, man. This is brutal. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, everyone grab a long neck bottle from the fridge for good luck to General Mills. Adam Tree says, if I am D'Amico Ryans, I'm blaming the media. Hell yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is just an absolute embarrassment. Some young host says, won't even have to promote tanking if they keep losing ones like this. No, you're right. All right. 1:35 to play. 13-13. Mills play action fake. Throws right. Dalton Schultz has a first down. Texans are close to midfield. God, I don't feel good. That kicker's face, I just don't feel good about him. I know he made the 2 field goals already. Ryan Lawson, Texas says they're going to lose on a defensive touchdown. I can feel it. It would be such a Texans thing to happen. The Vince Young game. Bring Bill O'Brien back. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mills just got sacked. Shout out to Crypto Boxing 04 for the follow. I appreciate you. Jose, I am someone who's been covering the Texans for like the last 15 years or so. Happy Sunday. Hi, Virginia Buttonweed. What's up? "56 seconds to go. 2nd and 16 Texans at their own 42. Mills takes the snap in the shotgun. Throws right. Almost picked off. Oh, my. I don't know what Mills saw there. 3rd and 16. I mean, you got to be careful here. Man, what if this goes to overtime? A lot of people watching right now. Shout out to everybody hanging out on TikTok. We got 130 people on TikTok. Oh, boy. All right. 50 seconds to go. 13-13, 3rd and 6. Mills takes the snap from the shotgun. Throws right. He got it. Nico Collins on the right sideline gets both feet down and a huge first down on 3rd and 17. That was a hell of a throw. Yep, both feet down. Goodness gracious. Texans have the ball. 44 seconds to go. If you're watching on TikTok for the first time, I'd really appreciate a follow. Likes are nice as well. Trying to get the ball into field goal range for Matthew Wright. 1st and 10, 44 seconds to go. Mills in the shotgun throws right to Dalton Schultz, who is not able to get out of bounds. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 35 seconds. Texans are in the no huddle, running to the line of scrimmage and taking their time to get this play off. A timeout was just called. Texans called a timeout. They took their sweet time to call that timeout. I don't know what they were thinking there. Greg Todd points out the Cougs are up 39-35. Appreciate the follows, everybody who's hanging out. If you watch on TikTok, if you do follow me, you'll see some stupid skits that I do and little clips from the show, but I do a show that you can sometimes watch. I think we're going to do tomorrow's show, 7 a.m. Central Time, but it's a podcast. The Gallant Says Podcast. Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. We appreciate everybody hanging out. 2nd and 3, handoff to Marks up the middle. I think the Titans were thinking about letting him score there. 1st down. There are 23 seconds left. Yeah, I think they should have let him score there, probably, if you're the Titans, so that you can potentially get the ball back. 700 Hounds, the catch was made by Nico Collins on the right sideline. It was fantastic. Thank you for the heart puff, Andre. 7 a.m.-ish, you're right. Well, listen, we're gonna try new times out. I want to do a week of shows in the morning, a week of shows in the evening, and a week of shows in the afternoon. We did afternoon this past week. Marks up the middle. How many yards did he get there? 7? I hate Largo says, I haven't seen Woody Marks run like that since they watched Deshaun's massage table. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All right, Texans have the ball as we wait for the game to resume. After Tennessee tied it up with an 11-play, 95-yard touchdown drive. 19 seconds to go. Mills under center. Handoff to Woody Marks, who goes up the middle. Gets to about the 23? Check that. He got to the 16. I don't know how I got off that bad. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Texans just called their 3rd and final timeout. It's 13-13. And we will see if Matthew Wright can hit the game-winning field goal to put the Texans back at 500. You are right, Crypto Boxing. You have to make this kick. Jesus. This is stressful. I am not still playing flag football Texas Tags. I might get back into it, but after all the walking I did at the Renaissance Festival yesterday, my feet hurt. I think I'm perhaps at the age where I can't do it. HTX Aiden with negative vibes. He's going to miss it somehow. How long of a kick will this be for the Texans? This is a 35-yard field goal. I wonder if the Titans call a timeout to ice him. 2 seconds to go, 13-13. And the Titans just called a timeout. I don't know what the ref was doing there. The ref almost tripped Wright as he was trying to kick the field goal. Yeah, he is a backup kicker, 700 Hounds. You were right on that front. God damn, this is a ton of people watching on TikTok. 223. Thank you very much. Again, give me a follow. Please. Please give me a follow. Please. We'll see if the Texans can win this thing. 13-13. 2 seconds to go. God, this game is dragged. Snap, ball down, kick up, on the way. Texans are 500. Let's get the fuck out of here. Woo! Give it to me, Clay.
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play.
Shout out to Matthew Wright. 3 field goals today. Ugly ass game. Lots of questions about the offense going forward. But hey, you're 2-0 without CJ Stroud. I think this is going to make the people pushing for a quarterback controversy pipe down a little bit. And now, on a short week, the Texans will get to play the Buffalo Bills. This defense is great. This offense leaves a lot to be desired. Take the win. Be happy with it. Appreciate everybody joining for this live watch party. We will be back up and running with a separate post-game show. YouTube at Paul Gallant. Like this video and subscribe. Twitch at Gallant Says. You can give me a sub, but I just want to follow. Instagram at Sports Gallant. X at Gallant Says Pod. TikTok at Gallant Says. Shout out to all the new followers. Give me a follow if you could. We'll be back up and running on all of those apps in just a moment. And subscribe to the Gallant Says podcast. In the meantime as well, we're going to be doing tomorrow's show live at 7 in the morning. Paul, you say that all the time and you actually don't start. Yeah, I know. Sometimes a little fraudulent out there. But let's have ourselves a wonderful rest of our Sunday. Texans post-game show coming up in a little bit. And so long. Farewell.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies.